Hey folks, this is Waylon. Sorry to be joining you rather late today, but I've been working and then I started watching stuff about the election, and we're covering it tonight from @ElephantJournal on Twitter. We could put that link in the comments if the editor sees me come on. So yeah, we've been covering every debate on Twitter, and they've been pretty huge. For us on Twitter. It's a pretty fun way. I share a lot of links from a lot of good media doing a responsible job, good journalism. So it's not just from Elephant. So come join tonight. I'll be on live. So today I wanted to do just a quick meditation. It can't actually be 3 minutes from now because Facebook takes about 10 minutes to get the audience together. But what I will do is just answer any questions and comments. And if you're just tuning in, say where you're from. But it'll be 3-minute meditation with instruction. So I'll just start with instruction, and then we'll jump into the meditation, and then we'll be out of here. So basically, before instruction, the first thing about meditation is why do we do it? Meditation, when I was young, I grew up in a Buddhist community. It seemed really boring. It seemed pointless. I remember walking into a big meditation hall in Carmichaeling in Vermont, where I lived, and seeing 100 people meditating, or maybe more. And I was young. I was probably 14, 15. And I remember just wanting to yell out, like, what are y'all afraid of? Just get out. It's a gorgeous day. Get out there and meditate. Get out there and live. I was, if I had had more self-awareness, I might have said, well, life is pretty tough. And especially when you're a teenager, you're all over the map. Your hormones are going crazy. You're full of insecurity. You're full of arrogance. You're full of joy and life. You're full of good and difficult emotions constantly. And so when I was young in the Buddhist community, I got to practice a lot of meditation in action. So these were moving meditations where you're not just sitting down, which can be tough for a young person because you have so much energy. You want to run around. So first of all, if any of you are, say, below the age of 18, maybe meditation isn't the best thing for you. You could dip into it. You can try it. It's not that hard, but it might be better to go for a run. It might be better to go play basketball. It might be better to do moving meditations, meditation in actions like tea ceremony or flower arranging or Zen Japanese archery called Kyudo. So if any of you have comments or questions about meditation, hit me now or forever hold your peace. And if you're just tuning in, give it a like or a love, and that'll help the audience build more quickly, and then we can jump in and get out of here. So give it a like, a love, or a crazy emoticon face. And if you have any comments or questions about meditation, please share that comment or question. And if you're just tuning in, say where you're from. So we got a lot of people. Jade from Algeria. Jess from Saratoga. Annalie from Italy, which kind of rhymes. Wendy from California, in an undisclosed location in California. Leslie, hello, from Tustin. Debdeep from India, though it's night there. Wow. So you're going to have an evening meditation before going to bed, which is, so, okay, here's a little basic meditation stuff. If you're going to meditate and you're a busy, speedy person in a rush, multitasking all the time, you're a parent or a student or entrepreneur, the two best times to meditate are first thing in the morning for at least, say 3 to 5 minutes, if not longer, but even 5 minutes, even 3 minutes can be powerful. And then last thing at night before you go to bed. The logic of doing it right before you go to bed is it'll affect your state of sleep, your dreams for 8 hours or however long you're sleeping for. So if you have insomnia, if you have stress about your work while you're sleeping, it's incredibly powerful to meditate right before you go to bed. Right when you wake up, there's this moment of peace. I wake up, I look out the window, I see the leaves, I see the sunshine, I remember that I'm me and I'm living my life and who I am. And then there's the flood of to-do lists and the flood of maybe songs stuck in my head and things I have to do and things I'm stressed out about, or and it's not all bad, but it's a lot of busyness comes into my mind. So instead, right in that moment, I can, instead of grabbing my phone and, um, you know, going on Facebook or Instagram or reading about the election, which we're going to cover on twitter.com/elephant journal tonight, I can just take a good posture, bow in respect and friendliness to my world, and offer myself and my world a reminder through meditation practice that the present moment is right here, and that anything that could ever happen in a good way to us can happen right in the present moment. So if you're eating the best meal on earth but you're not present, you're not going to enjoy it. If you're driving along an ocean and you're having the most beautiful view ever, you can't enjoy it unless you're present. If you're making love to someone who you love and are attracted to, you can't enjoy it unless you're present. So really, anything good that has ever happened to us, we had to show up for it. So I think that's basic on meditation. We're not doing it for ourselves. It's not navel gazing. It is very important to bow in respect, to kind of honor the mission of why we're doing it before and after. Sorry I'm at this awkward angle, but I had to plug in, and so I'm leaning over toward the outlet. So Jennifer from Springfield, Deidre from Pensacola, which is a cool word. Thank you for the compliments. Char from South Dakota. Nguyen, I don't know how to say your name, sorry, from Vietnam, or you're Vietnamese at least. Wendy, Trinidad. Sheila, Santa Rosa. Hester, Missoula. Eric from Valdosta, Georgia. Rada from Brookline. I used to live in Mission Hill, so I'd hang out in Brookline a fair amount. I would go to Matt Murphy's. I would go to the Shambhala Center there, where I was Rusung and on the council. I would eat at some amazing Mexican restaurant with amazing hot sauce, but I can't remember what it was called. Roberta from Syosset, New York. And here's Nicole. So Nicole, basically, if you can just add in, search Trungpa meditation and add a whole bunch of blogs in, they're all worth reading, folks. Trungpa Rinpoche was this wild and crazy, but also incredibly powerful and sincere and grounded meditation teacher, who my parents studied with. And so there's an article, Data and Meditation, Trungpa, just put in tons of meditation stuff, how to deal with your emotions. And right before we start, I'm going to put a plug in, and we're about to wrap up. We're going to do a 3-minute meditation, get out of here. So if you feel like giving it a like or a love and getting more people in here, that would be super helpful. So yeah, exactly what Patricia said, setting a good intention is important. So give it a like or a love, and we can build this video up. If you want to help meditation get out there beyond the choir to all those who might give a care about creating peace and creating presence and creating a mission of trying to be of benefit instead of sort of a selfish mission that many of us have, including myself. We all tend towards selfishness, but then we can remind ourselves, oh, we're fundamentally good. We can be of service to this society, to our community, to ourselves. We can be kind to ourselves and to this planet. Patricia from Pattaya, Thailand, and Edmonton, Alberta. Mildred from Los Angeles. Lisa from Edmonton, Alberta. Carly. So Carly does the morning and night meditation. She also sets a meditation alarm on her phone for the middle of the day. I only usually meditate for 2 minutes at lunch, but it helps to ground me again and revisit the intention that I set in the morning. Helps me to stay present throughout the day. Yeah, so what we're doing with meditation is we're just retraining our discursive mind, which isn't good or bad, but our discursiveness to come back to the present. So whenever things come up, say we get in a fight with a loved one, God damn it, why'd you do that thing? Instead of spinning off into sort of self-defensiveness and anger and depression, our mind from meditation will be trained to simply say, oh, look at all that intensity. I'm going to come back to the present. And coming back to the present isn't ignoring any of that, but it grounds it into the present moment. And then we can relate to the challenges and the good things in our life with some sense of open heart, cheerfulness, some sense of humor about ourselves, and we can take responsibility in a really powerful way. Sorry about holding the phone today. All right. So if you want to connect here, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And there's Meditation 101 from Chogyam Trungpa. So if you click on that link, you're one click away from getting these videos and also a lot more professional videos that we do that are shorter and lovely, they're filmed in a lovely way on that YouTube link if you check that out. Andrew from Calgary. And before we start, I want to give a shout out to our eco-sponsor, Jade Yoga. So 90% of us practice yoga on PVC, which is toxic in creation and in disposal. It's not good for us, for our children. It's not good for our pets. It's not good for air quality. It's not good. PVC is toxic. So literally we're practicing yoga on a toxic foundation. That ain't good. So Jade Yoga creates mats out of rubber, which is kind of like the maple syrup. You know, it's basically sustainable. It comes out of the trees. You can tap them in an ongoing way. And not only that, but they donate, for every purchase, they donate, they plant a tree. So if you buy Jade through us with the code ELEPHANT, you're going to get free shipping, which is, I don't know, somewhere around $10. So that might be about 10% off. So that's a pretty good deal. Nicole, the editor, will put that in. It looks like they already did. Thanks to our sponsor, Jade Yoga. They plant a tree with every mat sold and have no PVC. For free shipping, go to la and use the code ELEPHANT. All righty. So I'm going to jump in. Sheila, you don't have to use Twitter to watch our coverage on Twitter. You can just go to twitter.com/elephantjournal. You don't have to sign up for an account. So yeah, if you're not a media kind of person, maybe you don't want to use Twitter or Facebook or be online ever at all. And maybe you want to have a life and go for a walk in nature. And if that is the case, I'm incredibly jealous of you. All righty. So, have I covered everything with meditation? I think so. I think we should jump in and do it. As promised, this will be a short one today. If you have any final questions about meditation, hit me. If not, we're about to lift off. I am setting up, sorry, for the completely irritating and amateur camera coverage today. But my phone keeps dying even when it's at 25%, so I had to leave it plugged in. All right. It's a little bit chilly. October, Cheryl from Knoxville, namaste. Deanna, Grafton, Mass. Any other comments I missed? David from Pittsburgh, Amanda from Brandon, Manitoba. All right. So if you're going through stress, if you're going through emotional difficulty, even if you're going through extreme happiness and success, meditation is a wonderful way to kind of ground yourself in appreciation and in a sort of fearless vulnerability for how to handle anything that comes up, good or bad, happy or sad. So, if you'd like to meditate and join, this is the Buddhist practice of shamatha. It's very simple, but it's not very easy. It's called a practice because we have to do it again and again. We kind of retrain. It's sort of like gardening. You can't just garden once and then let it go. You have to kind of tend it. So the good news is that it's not that difficult because it's connecting with our basic fundamentally good nature. Lisa, you'll know if you do it correctly if your body kind of naturally relaxes and your mind opens up and the world becomes more sort of vivid and you have less klesha or extreme emotional attacks. That said, don't worry about doing it correctly. Just follow the instruction. And when you notice yourself thinking, you'll just come back to your breath. I've been meditating my whole life, Debdeep. I grew up in the Buddhist community. I didn't really make a personal, profound connection, intimate connection with meditation until I was around 16 or 17. I like all your list of questions. You should come on these videos more because you're very organized with your questions. For how long do I meditate? So you can meditate for 2 minutes, 5 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes, 5 minutes at night. But it's much more powerful if you can do some group meditations, say at your local Shambhala center or with a local meditation group. There's Shambhala centers all over the world and you can go meditate there for free. And they shouldn't try and sign you up to join any kind of weird cult. They're pretty just, they're like the YMCA of meditation, hopefully. Um, yeah, the screen might freeze occasionally for some of you, depending on Wi-Fi. And then the final question from Deb Deep. Have I ever thought of opening a yoga school or a meditation school? I have. I've thought a lot about opening up a yoga studio or a meditation center. But we have a great local Shambhala center here, and so I haven't done that. But yeah, I've been very tempted. I think there's a real need for kind of accessible, grounded, fun meditation centers all over the world, just in the way that we have yoga studios. Alrighty, so I think I've answered the questions. If you have any final questions, I'll get to them after the 3-minute meditation. So take a good posture. Take a deep breath, like along your spine. Let's try and, many of us are kind of bent over and hunched up and tight from maybe being on the computer. So let's take a deep breath and relax those shoulders. Get those shoulders up, back, down, and then relax them. So my first meditation instructor, Robin Kornman, would say, take a perfect posture, really upright, and then relax. And I love that because it's a very Buddhist notion to sort of take an uplifted, perfect approach and then relax. Have a sense of humor. Don't be too uptight. So you can move your sit bones back and forth so they're balanced. And eyes are open here. We're not trying to shut the world out. We're actually trying to connect our experience of meditation with the world. So try and have your eyes open in this particular practice, which is called shamatha, or resting the mind. So take a deep breath, and your gaze is going to be kind of 45 degrees down, about 6 feet in front of you if you're sitting on a cushion or on the floor. Take a deep breath, and then from now on, our breath will be full, but it'll be a Darth Vader breath. It'll just be your normal breath in and out. Chris, if your puppy won't let you meditate, you can still meditate. You can meditate with distraction. There's actually a Buddhist quote that says, if you can meditate with distraction, you are well trained. So if you're interacting with your puppy, you're creating distraction. But if your puppy is creating distraction, you can actually still meditate with that. So hands open and relaxed on your thighs. Now find your breath in and out. And being present for our dogs and our cats and our loved ones in our life is always a good thing. So let's practice that on behalf of your puppy. Breathe in and breathe out. It's incredibly healing. It feels incredibly good just to be present with our breath. I can feel myself connecting with the tightness in my body and my stress from work. I've been working a ton. Breathe in and breathe out. Kind of tuck your chin in a little bit. Mouth can be open and relaxed. Breathe in and breathe out. So to begin the meditation, let's bow to one another all over the world. And the bow is basically saying, whatever I do, may it be of some benefit. Whatever I do, I'm not keeping the merit or the benefit for myself. I'm doing it for myself and the whole world. So I bow to you. You. Find your breath in and out. So from this point on, we are on a 3-minute clock. There's a lot of links in the comments that you can read after the video. They'll still be there. If you find yourself thinking about lunch, about work, about love, about a fight you got in, about food, that's fine. Just notice it and say, I'm thinking. And return your attention to your breath. Thinking, return your attention to your breath. Let's try that again and again. Try that again and again. So just follow your breath in and out. In and out. you find yourself fully present with your breath going in or out, that's when you know you're starting to connect with yourself, with your life, with the present moment. If you find yourself then distracted by my voice or by a thought, label that thinking, return your attention to the breath. Okay, and we can end the meditation with a bow of mutual respect and friendliness. The bow connects the three realms: the earth, solid and nurturing beneath us; the sky, vast, full of inspiration, wisdom, perspective; and then our heart, and our shoulders, and our lungs, which is the realm of human relations or friendship. So we join in heaven and earth in ourselves, human, and we give it away with a bow. So thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to get more professional meditation instruction or more in-depth, there's links in the comments. Meditation is free. It's always accessible, and it's probably one of the most powerful, simple ways to connect with our own health, to connect with our own love, to connect with people, society, those that we work with, family, friends, in a more genuine manner. And it's good stuff. It can be boring, it can be difficult, you can find tons of emotions and thoughts rattling around and coming up. That's okay, just label them thinking and come back. If you want to ground this meditation practice in more wisdom and skill, read these blogs in the comments. They will really help. These are really good. So there's one with my interview with Sakyong Mipam, who is my Buddhist teacher. And ladies, he's kind of cute. Or guys. He's also a marathon runner, which is kind of cool. There's other meditation instruction from me. There's meditation instruction for children from Trungpa Rinpoche. There's meditation discussion for super busy and stressed out people from myself. And there's obstacles. There's a discussion of common obstacles and antidotes, things that help with meditation practice. So Nicole did a great job. There's the classic meditation instruction by Trungpa, the best meditation instruction. It's the best. It's the biggest meditation instruction you'll ever have. It's got the best words. It's in the Dachshund letter. And you should read it, and then your meditation will crush Hillary Clinton's meditation. So, and a final reminder, I'll be covering the debate, the third and final debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton on twitter.com/elephantjournal tonight. If you'd like to help out Elephant and keep independent media alive, click that link that Nicole shared at the top of the comments or early on to our newsletter. It's our online magazine. It's by far our best stuff. If you like Elephant and you want just our best stuff, not all the Facebook stuff, get the newsletter. It's our free online newsletter, elephantjournal.com/best. And it's free. You don't have to have a Google account to subscribe to the YouTube. Just click on that YouTube link and it should be a one click. Ba-ding! There's another great link on training the body and the mind with Sakyong Mipam. Yeah, it is a beautiful morning. I'll leave you with a little view of the beautiful morning. Look at that. Or that. Yeah, last night there was a big old moon out there. It's a beautiful time of year in Boulder. Alrighty, I'm checking for any final comments. Thank you so much. Oh, Bryn, thank you. My book is your current favorite. It's called Things I'd Like to Do With You, and you can check it out. You don't have to buy it. You can check it out at elephantjournal.com/books, plural, because we got more books coming. Alrighty, thank you, Bryn, and thank you, everyone.